Hi, my name is Alicia, and welcome to Mess to Masterpiece. Today's topic are lessons in life. And many of you have asked me over the past couple of years about what I've learned. And obviously, my life is very different now compared to 2 years ago. And some it's good, some way it's bad. But I can definitely say that this journey has definitely just changed my perspective. And so the other day, I was in my kitchen, and here's a glimpse of what went on. First of all, I would have never, ever danced, like ever. I remember even in middle school, high school, any kind of like dancing scenario, I would get really awkward and embarrassed and would be afraid of messing something up or just looking weird. So I just wouldn't dance at all. But when this moment broke out in my kitchen the other day, I was just honestly in all of myself and just of how far I've come and how much that I've learned, because I obviously it didn't matter who's watching, and I never would have imagined putting it on social media, let alone, like I said, even dancing in the first place. But this has just been these videos, these just a couple of videos of short clips, are just epitome of what my life has become. And yes, I have dealt with a lot of ugly and serious things, complications, hospital stays, scary moments. That is definitely very, very true. And I've shared about those on the YouTube. But in through all of that and all of that mess, there have been good glimmers of hope. And just this idea of realizing that it doesn't matter what people think. They can think that I'm a crazy person dancing in my kitchen, and that's okay. Like, I don't even care, because I'm just having a great time. And just that sense in life. So often we don't do things because we're afraid of failing, we're afraid of getting rejected and being embarrassed, but we missed so many sweet moments that we could have savored otherwise. So first tip is dance like nobody's watching. Also, play in the rain. You know, we think about, kids, you're always like, oh, play in the rain, but it's one of the most fun things that we can do, and that we don't grow out of that phase of our lives. So just life is too serious. Again, just learning to embrace the moments, even in their silliness and the little things. That's one thing that I've really come to love about life, and just making the most out of it. That every day that we're given, because I can dance today, I can move in my body, but I might not be able tomorrow. That's the reality. I might not be here tomorrow. And so it's just important that we just seize the moment, seize the day. So the next piece of advice is listening. And so for many people, no matter what your occupation is, no matter how old you are, it's such our temptation to just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But I have learned the value in listening, and not only listening to other people, but listening to God. And sometimes that other people just need us to shut up and just let them talk. You don't have to have an answer. You don't have to fix their problems. They just need somebody that cares and that is willing to listen. And it's amazing too. I found that when you really take the time to really listen and engage with somebody, in that sort of meaningful conversation, how much that you can learn. And you realize that you're not alone. And you also realize that everybody's life isn't perfect. We all have our flaws. We all have our issues. But it's important that we can be honest and we can talk about those instead of trying to hide and pretend like we have it all together. Okay, so the third piece of advice is love. Love, 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 love. And I'm not just talking about the romantic kind. Obviously, that's great if you have a husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend to be able to share that with. But the love in the everyday ways, whether it's opening the door for somebody or helping them with their math homework or writing the letter that you've been thinking about for days, picking up the phone and calling somebody you haven't talked to in a while, letting those that are close to you, letting them know that you love them. Something so simple that we take for granted. Giving a hug. So many things that are simple. It doesn't take much effort, honestly, but it's amazing how much that can express our love and let other people feel loved and seen. I know for me, prior to becoming sick, that I took for granted. I just would think, oh yeah, I'll write that note tomorrow, or I'll call them tomorrow, but we're not guaranteed tomorrow. And so that I've really realized the urgency of taking care of things now. And if I think of something, do it. It's the best option. It's amazing how the Holy Spirit too will just prompt. If you're really listening for that, he'll be able to prompt something, and you never know why he's prompting it. You might never know, but it's amazing the ripple effect that can be created by love.